Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about some additional tags and some additional elements. So let's get started. First of all, we will see how to display our text in bold style. So in order to do so, we have two tags, the B tag and the strong tag. So let's check them out. This is and then add in your tag. B stands for bold text. And as you can see, our text has been displayed in bold style. Now, you should note that the content inside the B tag is only displayed in bold, while the content outside the B tags is displayed normally. Now let's see our other tag, the strong tag. Strong, and then strong text. And as you can see, also the strong text has been displayed in bold style. So what's the difference between the B tag and the strong tag? Well, visually they look the same. But the difference is that the strong tag adds extra importance to the content inside it. This importance can be used in apps such as screen reader app, text recognition app, because these apps are going to pronounce and are going to read the text inside the strong tag in a different way, which clarifies its importance. So you can use the B tag in case you only want the style, you only want your text to be displayed in bold, that's it, you need the style. And you can use the strong tag in case you want also the style, but also you want extra important and extra seriousness to the content inside your tags. Now let's check out some other tags. Let's say that you need to display your text in italic style. So we have two tags, first the I tag and the EM tag. So let's get started. This is an, and then open your tag. I stands for italic, and then italic text. And as you can see, our text has been displayed in this italic style. Now we also have the EM tag. This is an, and then EM stands for emphasized text. Now the relation between the B and the strong tag is pretty much the relation between the I and the EM. The I is only used for styling, while the EM is used for styling, and it also adds extra importance to the content inside it. So it's up to you to choose whether you need only the style, in this case you're going to use the I and the B, or you need the style and you also want to emphasize and to add extra importance to your content. In this case you're going to use the strong and the EM tag. Now let's move on and see some other tags. First we have the mark tag, and the mark tag highlights your content. So let's see it. This is and then use the mark tag and then highlighted text. And as you can see, our text has been marked, it has been highlighted. Now we also have the small tag, and the small tag displays the content inside it in a very small font. This is a small text, and as you can see, the small text is displayed in a small font relative to the other content outside the tags. We also have the underline tag in case you want to underline your content. This is an, and then and actually, and with the ins stand for inserted, so underlined text. And as you can see, our text has been underlined. We also have the del tag, and the del tag creates a fine line going in between the elements. It's like when you're going to Amazon, for example, and you want to buy a certain product, and this product is on sale, so you see the before price and the after price. The before price, it's like deleted, but it's still available to you, you can see it, and then you have the after price, the actual price. So let's check this out. This is and then, for example, let's make them at the prices. So del, and then 200, and then 100. So now 200 is displayed, but there's a fine line going in between the numbers. Okay, so it's like deleted, and then we have the actual number. We also have the superscript tag and the subscript tag. Now, for example, let's say that you want to type in a date, October the 3rd. So let's check this out. For example, October, and then 3, and then RD, and you want the RD to be displayed above the 3 over here. So you add your tag superscript sub, and then the RD in here, RD, and as you can see, October the 3rd, and the RD is displayed above the 3. Now, for example, the H2O, you want H and then 2 and then O, and you want the 2 to be displayed below the H and the O. So in order to do so, we use the subscript, so H, and then add your subtags, 2, and then your O, H2O, and as you can see, it has been displayed below the H and. Now let's add a horizontal line to our web page. In order to do so, we're going to use the HR tag, horizontal line, and as you can see, a horizontal line has been displayed to our page. Now it's time to talk about two important elements, which are the div element and the section element. And the div element is like a container. It takes a division of our HTML document. Note that when you've added the div, nothing has been displayed here because the div is expecting some other content to be placed inside it. So it's like our container, it's a parent, and now we are going to nest some elements inside it. So let's start with the H1, heading 1, and then, for example, let's add a paragraph. This is a paragraph, and let's add an image as well. Source. And assets, and here's our image. Now, as you can see, our H1, paragraph, and image are nested inside our div. So this takes us to the idea of nested elements. What do I mean by nested elements? Nested elements are elements which are added inside one another. So the div here is our parent, and the H1, paragraph, and image are our children, which are added inside the parent. Now, on a larger scope, the body here is our parent, and all these elements are nested inside it. So these elements are the children, and the body is the parent. So the body is the parent for the div, and the div is the parent for H1, paragraph, and image. So this is the idea of nested elements, elements that are added into one another. Now that we have added our elements inside the div, it's time to talk about the importance of the div itself. We don't normally add our elements like this. We don't throw our elements like this by themselves, no. Usually we add them inside a container and then deal with that container. This helps you in organizing your code and in the styling, because you're only dealing with the parent itself. You're not dealing with each individual element. Let's check out how. For example, let's take these two and then place them in here, and then make a new horizontal line. Now let's say that I need to style my heading and this paragraph and give them a background color, for example red style. And don't be worried about this styling process, because we're going to talk about it in our upcoming videos. But for now, I just want to focus on the idea itself. Brown. And then come in here. Now, as you can see, I have repeated my style 2 times, and it's the same style. Now that my elements are added inside the div, I can style them all at once by styling the div itself. I can style the div, and the style will be added to all of my elements. So as you can see in here, heading 1, paragraph, and my image have took the same styling. So now I have organized my code and I have minimized the lines which I'm writing, because here I've repeated the lines 2 times. Now here I'm only writing this line 1 time, and the styling has been applied to all the elements inside the div. So this is the importance of adding your elements inside a container and then dealing with that container. It helps you with the organization, with the styling, and so on. Now let's check out our next element, which is the section element. And the section element is also a container, but the difference between the div and the section is that the elements inside the section should be grouped together and they are related to one another. They are single theme. It's like a chapter. However, in the div, you can add as many elements as you want, and it's not necessary that these elements are related to one another. Here I've added h1, paragraph, image, and they are not related to one another. However, in the section elements, the content itself should be related to one another. So now, as you can see, I've added some content inside my section tags, and it has been displayed. Now, it can be seen that these content which I've added are all related to the same topic. They are related to a single theme. All of them are talking about the lorem ipsum. So this is the usage of the section. In the section, we group and we add elements which are related to one another. Unlike the div, in the div we have added h1, paragraph, and image, and they are not related by any sort of ways to one another. In the section, it can be seen that we are talking about the lorem ipsum as if it was a chapter. So now let's style our section. Let's add a field set. Copy it and add it in here. And let's add a title to our field set. So legend, and this is a lorem ipsum section. And lorem ipsum is simply a dummy text. Okay, so now this is our section. As you can see, it's all related to one another, and it appears as if it was a chapter connected to one another. So in today's video, we have seen the difference between the div and the section, and we've also covered some tags. So that's it for now, and see you guys in the next video.